This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, previously we used to talk about all the acute respiratory infections. Okay, how we have to classify respiratory infections under 2 months child, how we have to classify according to the classification, how we have to treat. Okay, from 2 months to 5 years childs, infants, what is the classification and how we have to treat the child, and in adolescents and in the old and deliberate people. Okay, we so far we learn all these things, and I told there has a there is a very big national health program going on about this integrated acute respiratory and diarrheal diseases, integrated management of respiratory and diarrheal diseases. Okay. In forthcoming class, I will explain all the national health programs related to this acute respiratory infections. So today's class will be on SARS. As you all know, it is an acute respiratory infection. So when did this pandemic occurred? SARS pandemic. Any idea?
2002, sir. 4, sir.
Very good, very good. 2002 has been occurred there. In 2002 itself only. In 2003 March, the cases were at very peak rates, so with so many deaths. Okay. Okay. In this class, we will know what is SARS, what is the problem statement, how did this epidemic happen, pandemic happen. Okay, how far we achieved for this, what is the causative organism for this, how we have to prevent this. All the things were just related to corona only. All the preventive measures against corona will be applicable to SARS also, same to same. Okay, we will go through by one. Okay, so this is the background information what has been available in the book or sources. Okay, so in 2003, the doctor that is a physician, that is Dr. Carlo Urbani. He is the one who has identified the disease. Later, the doctor also died in the same way this corona happened, and he diagnosed in a 48-year-old businessman who had a travel history to the Hong Kong, that is in China. After that to Hanoi and Vietnam. What happened is he got the disease. Somehow he got the disease. That 48-year-old businessman. Then he, without knowing all these things, he traveled with many countries. I mean, in the same country, he traveled so far. And one doctor, he came to the, so he got all the signs and symptoms. Then he went to a doctor, that is Dr. Carlo Urbani, and he identified that is the patient is suffering from acute respiratory infection. Okay. After the diagnosis, both the doctor and this patient index case under the. What do you mean by index case?
First case.
First case.
First case. Inka, you have to complete the sentence. First case ananda.
To be noticed or identified.
Very good. First case which has come to the doctors. ఏదైతే ఫస్ట్ కేసు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వస్తుందో అండ్ డయాగ్నోస్ చేస్తామో the particular disease, then that case is called as index case. Just remember, it's a viva question for you. So after the index case, both the index case and the doctor died due to this SARS illness. Okay, in the meantime, while he was traveling all through the world. He has spread the virus. So quickly, it infected thousands of people around the world, that including in Asia, Australia, Europe, Africa, North and South America, you name it, it got it. Now the corona fully pandemic. SARS అన్న కొన్ని కంట్రీస్ వదిలేసిందేమో కానీ right now what is happening is entire universe has been affected with this corona. Okay, in the same way schools has been closed, and national economy has brought down so much effect. This thing is the result, due to results of this economical breakdown has happened. So many had happened, and then later on WHO identified SARS as a global threat and issued a travel advisory like yellow fever. So basically SARS is a serious form of pneumonia, and it is caused by a virus, and it has been identified in 2003 itself, as you all know. So infection with the SARS virus causes acute respiratory distress. That means severe difficulty in breathing, sometimes finally death also. Within minutes patient will deliberate and go into respiratory arrest. The main form of cause of death is respiratory arrest, that is serious form of pneumonia. So what is the problem statement? Okay, the earliest in 2002 itself, the case has been traced to a healthcare worker in China, with a rapid spread to Hong Kong, Singapore, Vietnam, Taiwan and Toronto. Initially, when they tracked down the case, they found that a healthcare worker has been spreading the virus. That is the first one. So in early August 2003, about 8,422 cases were there. Among them, 916 fatalities. That means case fatality rate is very high. For this corona, either a case fatality rate is very low, that is 3 to 4%. Still the secondary attack rate is very high when compared with the SARS, the corona. Okay, see, just in a matter of days the curve has been raised here. See, just a matter of days, from 1st March to like 23-24 March, peak rates happened. Yeah, so while coming to the introduction, that is epidemiological causative organism. As you all know, SARS is a coronavirus itself, but it's a new strain of coronavirus which has been previously established, but this SARS is an entirely mutated one. See, they have written that differ considerably in genetic structure from previously recognized corona. In the same way, SARS, MERS, COVID-19, very rapid genetical mutation has been there. Okay, very rapid mutations are coming right now. What we are facing, the COVID-19 is very rapid mutation. At least according to Charles Darwin's theory, it will take nearly 100 years to change in a mutation in the same species. But just within a span of 30 to 40 years, three genetical mutations had been occurred. That is very deadly. Within a matter from 2000 to 2020, in a matter of 20 to 30 years, deadly mutations were coming in the same species, that is in coronavirus only. 3 deadly species have been emerging. Just imagine how many more deadly mutations were there in near future. Okay, so this is the spike, that's why it has given the name corona. spike glycoproteins, and it will be having membranous glycoproteins, then nucleocapsid. So it's an RNA virus. Okay, ma? Are you getting? Am I clear?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very, very good. Very good. Okay, what are the main symptoms? How to diagnose a patient of a SARS based on symptoms? So first thing will be the patient will be having cough, then difficulty in breathing, then fever more than 100.4 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and other breathing symptoms. All the symptoms were related to respiratory tract only. All the symptoms are related to respiratory tract only. SARS. Why? Because it is a severe form of pneumonia. That's why only respiratory system has been involved. And the main symptoms were cough, difficulty breathing, fever more than 100.4 degree Fahrenheit, and difficulty and breathing symptoms. See, this is an schematic representation of symptoms of SARS. So that is cough, fever will be more than 38 degrees centigrade. And, flu-like symptoms also will be there, such as joint pains, malaise, headache, sore throat. Okay, shortness of breath, severe form of pneumonia. I already told you. And in CBC, you can find that is low white blood cell counts. Okay, so all these things will be happening in 3 to 7 days of exposure. Okay, just keep it in mind. When the patient has been exposed to a patient, so after 3 to 7 days, all these symptoms will be appearing. Then coming to common symptoms, those are the hallmark symptoms, and these are the common symptoms. That is fever, malaise, chills, headache, myalgia, dizziness, cough, sore throat, running nose. All the things were related to respiratory tract symptoms only. Okay, there are those people have recorded that in some cases there has been rapid deterioration along with low oxygen saturation and acute respiratory distress requiring ventilatory support. Just right now what is going on with COVID-19. Okay, see, rapid deterioration will be there. Suddenly patient will be falling on the ground and leaving the life. Have you seen the pictures that has been taken in Wuhan? ఎవరైనా చూసారా? వుహాన్ లో అలా శవాలు పడిపోయినాయి రోడ్ల మీద. చూసారా? Have you seen the pictures? Anyone? No one? That is because due to rapid deterioration happening with low saturation and acute respiratory distress. Okay, see, it is capable of causing death in as many as 10% of the cases. See, among 100 were affected, 10 cases will be dead. Okay, how to diagnose a case of SARS? Okay, the diagnostic test implemented by government is blood clotting test and blood chemistry test, chest X-ray or chest CT scan, normal, on CBC. And rapid test also emerged, that is antibody test for SARS and isolation of the SARS virus, and RT-PCR, same what is going on right now also. Rapid polymerase chain reaction, that is RT-PCR, that is what is going on now. So for SARS also, it is the one. So what are the findings in chest X-rays? So it will be small, unilateral patchy shadowing will be there. So you can see in, okay, you can watch it in the X-rays of a SARS patient. Okay, where the small patchy unilateral shadowings will be there, and it will be progressed to the bilateral within 1 to 2 days, and the generalized unilateral shadowings also will be there. unilateral, with an interstitial infiltration. That is, pleura also affected. Lungs affected, pleura also affected. That is the findings in X-ray chest. So incubation period is very short, that is 2 to 7 days. Commonly it is 3 to 5 days. Within 1 week. Within 1 week, we can decide whether the patient will be dying or recovering. Manchi treatment along with the good treatment with the supportive care, patient will be resuscitated. But without any of these things, within 3 to 5 days, patient will be dead. That much of case fatalities will be there with the SARS virus. Then the mode of transmission, as you well aware, it's an virus. So mostly respiratory droplets, and the close contact with the patient. Okay, while coming with the close contact with the patient, any infective material from the eyes, nose, mouth, and with the respiratory droplets. Okay, direct transmission is also there. Indirect transmission is also will be there, like fomite transmission. See, they have written that this SARS virus can survive for hours on common surfaces outside the human body and up to 4 days in human waste, that is in dead patients. Even in the dead patients, the SARS virus will be able to survive for 4 days. That's why cremation is also very important in disposing the deceased bodies. Right now, what was going on? Even with the dead bodies also, it has the high potential to transmit the virus. And in any plastic surface, will be able to there for 24 hours at room temperature and can live more time on cold conditions. That is the importance of this virus. Case definition. How will you define a case of a SARS? Okay, it is a suspect case. In a suspect case, person presenting after 1st November 2002 with a history of high grade fever, that is more than 38 degrees centigrade, and cough and breathing difficulty, and one or more of the following exposures during 10 days prior onset of symptoms. That is either with the close contact with the patient or history of traveling to SARS endemic area and residing in an affected area. Okay, the main symptoms will be fever along with cough and breathing difficulties. Within 10 days, you should be having a history of either with the close contact with the patient or history of traveling to the SARS endemic area or residing in a SARS affected area. It's a probable case. Okay, all these signs and symptoms will be finding on X-ray chest. That is infiltration, small patchy shadowings which are throughout the lung. Okay, then suspect case with autopsy finding consistent with the pathology of respiratory distress syndrome without any identifiable cause. This is the definition for probable case. So we are not sure that the case is the death is either due to SARS or due to any underlying pathological conditions. So while coming to the epidemiological aspect, health workers, especially those involved in the procedures generating the aerosol, accounted for 21% of the all cases. That means healthcare workers who are involved in the procedures of generating aerosols. That means healthcare workers who are working on the patients either through ventilatory support or drawing the swab or getting the oxygen saturation. All these procedures are involved in generating aerosols. Either by teaching also, we will be generating millions and millions of aerosols. That's why all the healthcare workers, that is 21% of the all the cases through this procedure only, healthcare workers. So, okay, as I told you, within 1 week, whether the patient will die or resuscitated, we will get to know. So, and the efficiency of transmission appears to be greatest among to the following exposure to the severely ill patient. So, whenever you expose to a severely ill patient, the efficiency of transmission will be very, very high. And those experiencing the rapid clinical deterioration than from the normal patients due to low saturations. Those are also transmission rate is very, very high. So treatment. So what is the treatment for this SARS? As you all know, all the suspected SARS cases should be isolated in the hospital, and antibiotics should be considering whether the pneumonia is due to bacterial origin. If you find that by through that gas, this lavage, from the lavage, if at all pneumonia is from bacteria, ASAP we should start antibiotics. The antiviral medication also we have to start, and high dose of steroids will be keeping on the patient to reduce the swelling in the lungs. And we should look after for oxygen saturation, O2 supply will be there, and breathing support, mechanical ventilation or chest therapy. This is the only treatment available for SARS. No definitive drug for this disease, only supportive care. That's why the death is very high. Already told you this, there is no specific treatment for SARS. And no clinical improvement has been attributable to the use of antibiotics. Right now, what we are dealing with the COVID-19, so many drugs came. Initially, they said hydroxychloroquine, no, wasted. Then they said, what is that? This one. Someone, one more drug has been came. Then they said with anti-HIV drugs we can treat the COVID-19. No, that is also another. No. Now recently, the drug one has been
Dexamethasone.
indicated, that is
Dexamethasone.
Dexamethasone, sir.
now they are telling, now they are telling that dexamethasone. This is also, we don't know the proof. Just reliable on the drugs. That's why mutations, genetic mutations were very, very dangerous. Why? Because they drastically change their appearance. That's why we are not able to find the treatment for this, for either for SARS, either for MERS, either for this COVID-19. We are unable to find the cure. Why? Because the deadly genetic mutation. Okay, in those time, they said that ribavirin will be is a drug of choice. In those time, they said that there has been some clinical improvement. Right now, what we are going on with the dexamethasone, and they used for it ribavirin. Just remember the drug ribavirin, and it should be given with intravenously along with the combination of high dose of corticosteroids. Why? Because to reduce the inflammation in the lung. Dexamethasone also same function, steroids only, to reduce the inflammation. So expectations, that is prognosis. How far we can expect the patients from the recovery to the death. Okay, so they said that death rate from SARS was 9 to 12%, which is very, very high. 9 to 12% means it's very high death rate. So same way in the people over age 65, the death rate was higher than 50%. See, just imagine. and the illness was milder in younger patients. Why? Because they have very good lung capacity, and many more people became sick enough to need breathing assistance, that is either with ventilator or O2 supplementation. So what are the main complications of this SARS? So initially there will be respiratory failure obviously, and there will be liver failure and heart failure also. This is a chronological one. First respiratory, then liver, then heart. Chronologically all the complications will be coming, and finally death is the only option for the patient. So what are all the preventive measures we have to take against this SARS? Same preventive measures what we are taking right now for COVID-19. Reducing your contact with the people who have SARS, which lowers risk for the disease. That's why we should not expose it to the people who are having the SARS, that is disease. And avoid traveling to the places where there is an uncontrolled SARS outbreak. Whether there is a single case also, you do not go to that area. That's why containment zones. From this only the name appeared, containment zone. That means nobody should go in and out of that area. No one is allowed. That is the meaning of containment. So when possible, avoid direct contact with the persons who had the disease, and at least 10 days after their fever and other symptoms are gone. వాళ్ళకు fever other symptoms వచ్చేంత వరకు 10 to 14 days we should not be visiting the patients or come face to face. Then hand hygiene, very important. Okay, so they are told that wash your hands frequently either with the soap or alcohol based instant hand sanitizer. Cover your mouth and nose when you sneeze or cough, same things. Okay, and do not share, please do not share food, drinks or utensils. While you are home it is okay, when you eat from the same kitchen in the same family it was okay, but when you share the fruit, అమ్మా మా ఇంట్లో ఈరోజు బిర్యానీ చేసినాం, మీరు తినండి, ఈరోజు ఇవాళ మా వాని బర్త్డే, ఇవాళ మా వాని యానివర్సరీ అని అన్ని వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చింది మనం తినడం, మనం వేరే వాళ్ళకి పెట్టడం, definitely it leads to disease contraction. And we are seeing the cases right now. చూస్తున్నారు కదా, వాళ్ళ ఇంట్లో పార్టీ చేసినారని పెడితే హోల్ అపార్ట్మెంట్ పాజిటివ్. వాడెవడో ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చే అందరూ ఏంది హౌసీన్ అంట, హౌసీనా ఏంది పత్తలాటనా అది ఆడుకున్నారంట. Everybody contracted the disease from the person. That's why do not share food and do not even order the food from online. Sincere advice for you people, do not order food from outside or online. So clean commonly touched surfaces with an EPA approved disinfectant. ఏంట్రా సౌండ్ ఎవరిది? Okay. And in some situations masks and goggle may be useful for preventing and spreading the disease. So this is where the lockdown comes. Prompt identification of movements and contacts. That's why from one state to another state, from one district to another district. We have seen all these things. So all the identification should be kept. Okay, effective isolation should be there at hospitals, and appropriate protective medical equipment will be there. Personal protective equipment should be there in all the hospitals, and all the staff and paramedical staff to the for those one who treating the patients. Still now we are lacking. Till now we are lacking PPEs. You know that only 1 or 2 PPE will be provided at the this thing, and they said they are telling only this much of PPEs have to be used per day. Whether you go into ward or not, please use only 1 or 2. No more PPEs will be provided for you people. If you want to go, go without any protection. And again, putting the case on doctors that why you have contracted the disease, give an explanation. That's what going on right now. So comprehensive identification and isolation of suspected case of SARS cases, that is also an important one. So screening procedures all will be there at the international travelers. Timely and accurately reporting and sharing of information with the other authorities and other governments also should be there. That's why day to day reports were coming. Why? Because we should have to keep the record on these all the cases. Why? Because to know how much burden will be on the community, how much burden on the healthcare workers, how much burden will be on the intensive care units, what an amount of hospital should be needed, supports should be needed, so that we can evaluate. So this is also an schematic representation in the prevention of SARS. In 2003 and 2002, like wearing gauze masks, wash your hands frequently, drink more water, ventilation, okay, measuring the temperature of the body, all the things. Definitely SARS is originated from China, even COVID-19 also. Mark my words. Definitely the virus has been produced from China itself only. There is no proof that it has been originated, but so many believe that the disease had been originated from China. Why? Because from China only SARS has been originated. From China only MERS has been originated. And definitely from China only this COVID-19 has been originated. These are all the pictorial the distinct photos which has been put at the time of SARS. At the time also, see, global business at the time also is very poor. Around 2003 2004, so many have lost the jobs. Same situations. That finishes SARS. మా ఐడియా వచ్చింది కదా SARS అంటే ఓకేనా?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have you able to write in exam? Same points with the COVID-19. So just explain what is SARS, just explain what are the hallmark symptoms, then common symptoms, then coming to problem statement, then coming to the agent factors, then after agent factors, okay, what are all the diagnostic criteria? Diagnostic criteria. After diagnostic criteria, chest X-ray findings, then incubation period, then mode of transmission. So definition of SARS case, and what are all the treatment part, how we have to treatment, how we have to isolate, and what are all the supportive measures we have to give to the patient under the management process. And while preventive part, so any prevention of this COVID-19 or SARS will be the same. Clear? Am I clear? In response లేదు.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay ma. Okay. అది పరిస్థితి. ఓకేనా? ఎగ్జామ్స్ లో వస్తే రాయగలరుగా?
Yes, sir.
వెరీ గుడ్ మా.
Yes, sir.
వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. ఇంకేంట్రా, ఇంకేంటి సంగతి? పెట్టారా మొత్తము చార్ట్? ఇక్కడది ఫోటో మీటింగ్, సేవ్ చార్ట్ లాగ్. వాళ్ళంతా 18 బాబు, మీకు ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఫస్ట్ నుంచి అన్నారు, మీకు కాదా?
కాదు సార్.
కాదు సార్.
కాదు సార్, మాకు కాదు సార్.
ఎవరికది?
రిఫర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, సీనియర్స్.
రెఫర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్. రెఫర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి రెఫర్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్?
మొన్న ఎగ్జామ్స్ పెట్టారు కదా
ఎస్పీఎం
సార్,
రాసి ఫెయిల్,
ఫిబ్రవరి.
ఎస్పీఎం రాసి ఫెయిల్ అయిన వాళ్ళ?
సాకేత్ ఫ్రెండ్స్
సాకేత్ ఫ్రెండ్సా? సాకేత్
సార్
మీ బ్యాచే కదా?
వాడికి బ్రెయిన్ లేదులేండి సార్ నోకరాజ్కి.
సెకండ్ మా.
సాకేత్ 2000 పాస్డ్ అవుట్ సార్, అందుకు.
ఓకే. అయ్యో, ఏంట్రా ఇది ఎలా ఉంది? నాట్ ఎండ్ అమ్మా.